How do we write numbers? Well, the numbers from 1 through 0 are represented by the same dot patterns of letters A through J, respectively. But how do we differentiate? Because we write before the numbers the number sign, and the number sign is made up of dots 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the number sign. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 1, number sign, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6, and dot 1. So the number 1 is represented by both cells. First, the number sign and dot 1. Number 2 is represented by the number sign, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the same dot pattern of letter B. So that's 1 and 2. We have number 2. Number 3, number sign, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the same pattern as letter C. That's 1 and 4. So this is number 3. Let's jump to number 9. Number 9, we have the number sign, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the same dot pattern as letter I. That's 2 and 4. This is number 9. And 0, number sign, that's 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the same dot pattern as the letter J. That's 2, 4, and 5. Let's write the number 122. 122. So we have the sign number, and we have number 1, dot 1, number 2, that's 1 and 2, and number 2 again, that's 1 and 2. So we have in these 4 cells the number 122. Now let's compare the first 10 letters with the second 10 letters. So let's compare letter A, dot 1, and letter K, dot 1 and 3. Letter B, dots 1 and 2, and letter L, dots 1 and 2 and 3. Letter C, dots 1 and 4, with letter M, dots 1 and 4 and dot 3, and so on. So, as you may guess, to make the second line of letters, we just repeat the same dot patterns of the first 10 letters and just add dot 3. Now let's compare the first 10 letters of the alphabet and the third line. So let's compare letter A, dot 1, and letter U, dot 1, and dots 3 and 6. Letter B, dots 1 and 2. Letter V, dots 1 and 2 and 3 and 6. Letter C, dots 1 and 4. Letter X, 1 and 4 plus dots 3 and 6, and so on. So, as you may guess, to make the third line of letters, I mean the final 5 letters of the alphabet, we repeat the same patterns of the first line and add dots 3 and 6. We have to add both dots 3 and 6. Let's see some punctuation marks. Remember, this is when we're writing with a Braille Slate and Stylus from right to left. So we have comma, dot 2, comma, dot 2, semicolon, that's 2 and 3, semicolon, that's 2 and 3, colon, that's 2 and 5, colon, that's 2 and 5. So we have full stop or period, that's 2, 5 and 6, period, that's 2, 5 and 6, exclamation point, that's 2, 3 and 5. This is exclamation point, that's 2, 3 and 5. Now we have parentheses, that's 2, 3, 5 and 6. This is used for right and left parentheses. That's 2, 3, 5 and 6. Now we have open quote. Open quote, that's 2, 3 and 6. Open quote, that's 2, 3 and 6. This is also used for question mark. So question mark is also that's 2, 3 and 6. Now we have close quote. That's 3, 5 and 6. Close quote. That's 3, 5 and 6. Well, apostrophe. That 3. Apostrophe. That 3. Decimal point. That's 4 and 6. This decimal point. That's 4 and 6. Hyphen. That's 3 and 6. This is hyphen. That's 3 and 6. Remember, this is when we're writing with a Braille frame and stylus. When you have written with a Braille slate and stylus, you have to turn the paper over so that you can read. So when you are reading, the position of the dots of the Braille cells are as follows. Dot 1, dot 2, and dot 3, dot 4, dot 5, and dot 6. Remember, this is when we are reading Braille. Let's do it in this cell. Dot 1, dot 2, and dot 3, dot 4, dot 5, and dot 6 when we're reading. We are going to represent the Braille alphabet when you are reading it. Letter A, dot 1. Letter B, that's 1 and 2. Letter C, 1 and 4. Letter D, that's 1, 4 and 5. Letter E, that's 1 and 5. Letter F, that's 1, 2 and 4. Letter G, that's 1, 2, 4 and 5. Letter H, that's 1, 2 and 5. The letter I, that's 2 and 4. Letter J, that's 2 4, and 5. Remember, this is when we are reading Braille. Letter K, 1 and 3. L, that's 1, 2, and 3. M, that's 1, 3, and 4. Letter N, that's 1, 3, 4, and 5. Letter O, that's 1, 3, and 5. Letter P, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Letter P. Q, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Letter R, that's 1, 2, 3, and 5. S, that's 2, 3, and 4. Letter T, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, to make the second series of letters, repeat the pattern of the first letter and also do dot 3. So we have letter A, dot 1, letter K, dots 1 and 3, letter B, dots 1 and 2, letter L, dots 1 and 2, and also 3, and so on. Have the letter U, that's 1, 3, and 6. That's 1, 3, and 6 represent the letter U. V, that's 1, 2, 3, and 6. Letter X, that's 1, 3, 4, and 6. Letter X. Letter Y, that's 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Letter Y. Letter Z, that's 1, 3, 5, and 6. And W, that's 2, 4, 5, and 6. So here we have the letter W. Remember, this is the Braille alphabet when we're reading. Now we are going to show, as an example, the word peace. Letter P, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the letter P. Now the letter E, that's 1 and 5. We are writing the word peace. Now we have the letter A, that 1, letter C, that's 1 and 4, and the letter E, that's 1 and 5. So we have the word peace when we are reading. So we have the letter P, letter E, letter A, letter C, and letter E. Peace. I apologize for my accent because I'm not a native speaker. So I apologize. Thank you very much.